Welcome to West Texas Droning. Can Mini 3 come out and play? Thank you. Hello, everybody. Good to have you back. Thank you for stopping by West Texas Droning. I just want to take a minute to show my appreciation to those new subscribers and the people who watch the videos when they can. We really appreciate that. You may not really know the extent of effort it takes to make a YouTube video. Any of the drone channels, any YouTube channel you watch, if you watch We're the Roberts or Sean the Drone, Gorilla Man's Garage, Idaho Quadcopter, I just want you to know there's a lot of work goes into making those videos that they put up for you to watch, and it's a way to show our appreciation for your support. There's a lot that goes into it. You have to go out and you have to film the video, and let me tell you, sometimes that's not easy. There's all kinds of hazards out there and stuff you have to deal with, weather, heat, all kinds of dangers, and that's just something that we have to do to give you the best video that we can. And it can be a little dangerous and taxing on you. Another thing is, after the filming, there's all the post-production. There's the video editing and all the work that goes on in preparing the videos, and then preparing the cast and crew. I mean, there's a lot of work there. And then when that's all prepared, then they go into production. And there you are in the studio, and you've got take after take after take, and all kinds of modifications at the last minute, trying to put out the very best video that we can for you. And so we just want you to know how much we appreciate when you like, comment, share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It really means a lot to us. Now, this video I'm going to talk about my Mini 3. My Mini 3 has a special place in my heart because it was really my first real drone. I was amazed when I got it, what it would do. It took a long time to learn. I learned a lot about droning. I learned a lot about mistakes droners make. I had to get a 107, and it was a lot of work, but it was a labor of love. And a lot of people say, well, the Mini 3, it's an old drone. Let me tell you something about the Mini 3. It's got a lot of capabilities, even though it doesn't have LiDAR or obstacle avoidance. Only 4K 30 on the video. Let me tell you, of all my drones, if I put the extended life battery in my Mini 3, it can fly longer than my Air 3. And I will put a link to the video where I did these tests in the remarks section, comments. So I just want to tell you about my affection for my Mini 3 and how I don't use it enough. I'm always using the Air 3 to do all kinds of stuff like waypoints, and then my Neos for FPV stuff like that. But every once in a while I'll get out the the Mini 3, go out there, fly it, and let her kick up her heels in the wind. So here's a video talking about my latest production with the Mini 3. Well, hey everybody, West Texas Droning here. The roughest, the toughest, the meanest drone channel you ever saw.
You sure about that?
We're out here at Fur Hopper Ranch, and what we're going to do today is it's a little windier than I wanted, but I was going to try to fly the Mini 3, and I wanted to explore another possible FPV course. There's a ravine that runs to the southwest from where we're standing, and from looking at aerial pictures of it from other drone videos, it looks like it has the potential to be a really good FPV course. We're going to fly the Mini 3 over, who I've named Junior. He's going to take off and fly several times back and forth up and down this ravine, and take a closer look at the possibility of this being a good FPV course. Stay tuned, it might be fun. So here we're taking off. You saw what the weather was. Kind of windy and warm, but that's August in Texas. And now we're just going to fly around a little bit and see some sights and take a look at the land. How does it lay? The slopes and all the geography. And you can tell where the trees growing that's the low part, because the water runs down there and we get a lot more tree growth. So this video is just kind of a survey of the property, looking down right there where I'm thinking about making another FPV course. Before I went out and actually walked it, I decided to fly over it. There you can see it was a windy day, so I'm going to lower the altitude of the drone from 60 feet down to about 30 feet. And that helped quite a bit, so I could fly around without any issues. And now let's just take a look at the lay of the land. Where you see trees in a long line like this clumped together, that's usually a sign of a ravine, a low area, or a draw as we call it, where the water from the adjacent hills runs down to this little valley thing. And where the water is, that's where the trees grow. So from aloft you can tell where the trees are. That's where the low parts are normally. If I do decide to make this into an FPV course, of course it'll be a lot shorter than the other one. The other one has potential to be pretty long, maybe 400 or 500 feet. I'm only using about 340 feet now because of the reception loss on my Neo. Neo 2 could probably do it if its battery doesn't overheat. And that is Little Round Mountain you're looking at, and we'll swing around here and you'll see Big Round Mountain. You've been there before. And we're looking at the tree line there. You can see there is a pretty good slope down to this draw, and I do this prior to going out and walking the thing just to determine if it's worth my time to go inspect it that way. Right about here would be the place where we make a place to launch and fly down the course if I build it. Of course, it'd always be interesting and fun to fly the drone down one of these pipeline easements, because you're usually pretty clear and you can get right down to fly on those. We'll show you another one in a second. But here's the area where the FPV may go, that I determine right here if it goes to the left or the right, or which way is best. And then that's the property line, so it wouldn't be illegal or anything for me to fly over their property. I just don't do it, just out of courtesy. I don't want them to get the wrong idea. I just stick on my property, or this property. It's not really mine, but anyway. There's plenty of room here. Even though it's only 4K 30, I think the Air 3 does excellent videos. I've never come out here and stood in this draw when it was getting a rain because, well, we just don't get rain that often. You can tell by the wiggling of the trees it was a little breezy, and the Mini 3 did pretty well. I was kind of impressed. Normally on days like this I rely on my Air 3, but it was my Mini 3's day to fly, and so there's one of those pipeline eSIMs I'm talking about. It could be fun to fly down this thing, FPV. And that's the area I'm looking at making this FPV course. Of course, if I do, it won't be until probably the fall because it's just too hot to get out here and try to clear brush, especially all by yourself. And it is hazy today that I filmed this. It was a combination of the smoke and dust from coming in from out west, and we still have traces and remnants now then of the Sahara dust and sand that blew up into Texas. So we don't have any crystal clear blue skies right now. And a lot of times, this time of the year, August in Texas, we get a big high pressure dome over our area, and it keeps it dry, it keeps it hot, and the winds, aren't as strong as during the spring, but we get a little bit, but the high pressure dome kind of keeps a lid on all that. So tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think that'd be a good place to do another FPV? Maybe flying down that pipeline too would be fun. Let me know what you think. Anyway, this is easier than walking, isn't it? This is the Mini 3 in normal mode. Now we're going to go back in, and I'm going to do a manual landing because of the winds. I'm just going to bring it in and set it down. There's the taco and my action camera and me and my landing pad. Here we come down, and here's that landing for you landing freaks. And down we go. So, hope you enjoyed that. Another thing I want to talk about today, and this is kind of a sad story I wanted to relate to you about this sad happenings in the life of a little drone named Peewee. Please watch this and tell me what you think. I feel kind of sad about this story. This is a sad but true story of Peewee, the DJI Neo 2 drone. Peewee arrived one day in a crisp, clean box full of packing materials, accessories, and promise. Peewee came to a new home already equipped with goggles, controllers, and love. He got his own RID module and was registered as Peewee. Peewee's owner was very proud of him and would publish videos demonstrating Peewee's agility and skills. Peewee was as swift as the wind. Things went well until one day, out of the blue, Peewee started having some issues. His battery would overheat and run low, forcing Peewee to return to home and land. Sometimes he made it, and other times he just fell uncontrollably out of the sky, forcing his owner to go and search for him. Then came the day that Peewee tried to headbutt his owner out of a hissy fit. Out of much soul-searching, his owner conceded that Peewee needed more help than he could give him. So Peewee was boxed up and sent off to a place where he could get the help he desperately needed. They tried every known therapy on Peewee, but he rejected all of their help. And now Peewee is just down and out in drone Skid Row. He's living a depraved life, a shell of what he once was. Well, I tell you, that all brings a tear to my eye. It's a sad, sad story, and please pray for Peewee. In the meantime, we ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe. We really appreciate you stopping by. Make a comment and tell us what you think about the potential FPV course. And I don't know if we need to do a GoFundMe for Peewee or what we need to do, but I'm concerned about that. Tell us what you think. In the meantime, come back and see us real soon. We appreciate your support. God bless.